good mental state and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up? I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up?
It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got Breece Hall. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Golden Eagles and the Bears, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Golden Eagles of Houston taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. Taken down at the 42. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down. Robinson in trouble, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Robinson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Robinson. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early. So a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man, but he's entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career and didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one more quarterback that went in the first round of the 2021 draft.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10. Now Mills. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
What I love about watching.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Mills to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I want to see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, stop us, went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Play action, it's Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Lawrence going to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
On third and goal, Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Also driving speeds all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. To throw is Robinson. Throwing to start the drive. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll bring up second down. But you look at this defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here's Robinson to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10.
All right, let's go.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
A little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field. guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Robinson. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Okay.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Robinson. And this is caught by Williams. Now inside the 25. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Williams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Golden Eagles have regained the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Get out of here with a W.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. As they've got it as we resume action. Robinson now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Finds Kmet on the quick slant, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A throw over the middle, taken in. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Back to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Houston set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Trotty! And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Robinson. He's got a man complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Robinson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's the backup Goff. And his first throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll return it from the 6. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now out comes Houston. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches in production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff now to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. This is fielded at the 27. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Golden Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Goff. And again, back to Kmet. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now gone. Got his man. It's Gainwell. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. On 1st down, it's gone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Gone. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. From the red zone now, gone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goff throwing again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Now Ryland for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Gonna look deep for Wilson. This is caught inside the 15.
Are you kidding me?
Can't we score?
Are you kidding me? That was terrible. Awful. Seriously, just
Oh my God, I can't believe what I'm watching.
So we reach halftime. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
Let's go, defense, one stop.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence. Boy, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On play action, Lawrence. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now Lawrence. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Golden Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense taking over again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Golden Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run behind center with Gainwell. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Gone. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Golden Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. Here's Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had Mig all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That one goes for 30 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Golden Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears are able to at least get 1 score back. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. On the return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Golden Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2nd and a couple. They toss this out right to Gainwell. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And, look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On 1st down, Lawrence. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. But to throw again is Lawrence. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Golden Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The Goff's throw complete here to connect. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's gone. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll run here with Gainwell. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
Well, when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st and 10, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Value 3.
On 3rd down, it's Gainwell. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Oh, they get
to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A line ball here, remember.
But down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Lawrence.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started.
The last time that a little bit of a special teams breakdown, that field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Here's Goff.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. It got his man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Throwing again is Goff.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now Goff on 1st down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has total. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Sky Moore, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Ryland on for the extra point. And now it's blocked, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
He's going to let it go again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last throw here for Goff. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither.
I should have